Welcome to Spidell's Federal Tax Minute. I'm your host, Catherine Zidane. This week we're covering Forms 1099 NEC and 1099K and the issues that can arise when certain payments appear on both of these forms. Attend Spidell's Federal Tax Update webinar and be prepared for the 2024 filing season. This 8-hour course will cover everything that happened during the year, and you can see a list of topics covered and get registered at spidell.com under webinars. Next month, many of our business clients will prepare their 2023 Form 1099 NECs for payments totaling $600 or more made to independent contractors and other service providers for their business. A big question that often arises is, should credit card payments made by a business to these payees be reported on the 1099 NEC or a 1099K? What about payments made via Venmo or PayPal or other third-party settlement organizations? The threshold for credit card companies was reduced to $600 starting January 1st, 2023, even though the $600 threshold has been postponed for third-party settlement organizations and online markets such as Venmo, PayPal, eBay, etc. This means that credit card companies are sending 1099Ks for payments made to payees of $600 or more, even though third-party settlement organizations and online markets will only file a 1099K if the aggregated payments exceed $20,000 and the total transactions exceed 200 for the year. The IRS stated that it intends to announce a filing threshold of $5,000 for third-party network transactions for 2024. The instructions to Form 1099 NEC provide that payments made by a business using a credit card or other third-party network transaction should not be reported on the 1099 NEC. These instead are required to be reported by the credit card company on Form 1099K. The next question then is, how much should be reported to the payee on a 1099 NEC when the business makes some payments using a credit card or third-party network and some payments via another method? The event that triggers 1099 NEC reporting is the payment to a service provider that takes the taxpayer to the $600 threshold for the year, regardless of how it's paid. So if total payments are $600 or more, Form 1099 NEC is required to be filed, even if the amount paid by check or cash is less than $600. An example would be a business that pays a cleaning service a total of $2,400 per year, $2,000 of which is paid by credit card. Because the total payments were over $600, the business will file Form 1099 NEC, even though it will only report $400 of payments on the 1099 NEC. The credit card company will report the remaining $2,000 on Form 1099K. If, however, the business paid the cleaning service through Venmo or another third-party payment provider, the payment may not be reported on the 1099K if the Venmo payments did not reach the $20,000 and 200 transaction threshold applicable to third-party network transactions. This means the business owner would not necessarily know if the payments were reported. So in the cleaning service example, the business will likely report the full $2,400 on the 1099 NEC. Unfortunately, many businesses will mistakenly report all payments made to an independent contractor or other business on a 1099 NEC, even though they were also reported in full or in part on a 1099K. So what happens if a taxpayer receives both a 1099 NEC and a 1099K reporting the same payments, resulting in double reporting? If a taxpayer has the same payments reported on Form 1099K and Form 1099 NEC, the IRS recommends reporting the full amount of the payments on their return and then backing out the double payments as a separate expense item. This process will help avoid the IRS's automated underreporter notices that are sent due to a mismatch. It also wouldn't hurt to contact the 1099 NEC issuer to let them know of the error so that the taxpayer isn't faced with the same problem year over year. It would be even better if you can get the payer to issue a corrected 1099 NEC, but payers aren't always the most helpful when it comes to issuing corrected information returns. Spidell's Federal Tax Letter is a monthly newsletter plus a searchable online archive of back issues that keeps you at the leading edge of the federal tax issues that will impact your clients, from healthcare to trusts and from LLCs to virtual currencies. You can see subscription information and download a sample issue at spidell.com under Publications. That's all for this week. Join us next time for another episode of Spidell's Federal Tax Minute.